Welcome to the Basement Birds. You know what, Reid?
What?
It feels so. The best part about being sick.
The best part of waking up?
No. The best part about feeling sick is feeling better. And man, I love feeling better.
I'm in the feeling sick portion right now. We've had this weird thing going on in the office. No idea what it is. Finally, I think my sinuses were all out of whack this past weekend, and I'm finally starting to come around from it.
Did you do a nasal rinse, like I told you to?
No, because like when it started, it wasn't like my nose was fine. It was just like my head and stuff, and then it went from like head congestion up here to a sore throat, and now it's the nose. So maybe it's time for the nasal rinse. You know, I feel like when we talked about it at first, it was too early for the nasal rinse, but now it may be time.
It's never too early when it's in the sinuses there.
Do I just get water and shoot it up my nose?
No, you get the Neilmed pot
Neilmed?
or the Neilmed squeeze bottle. I 3D printed a stand for mine because why? Because I did.
Neilmed
I did.
Sinus.
I apologize also that you hear the dog crying like a weenie. Nicole is out to dinner with a friend, so
okay.
Yeah, so it's a little squeeze bottle. You put it in one nostril and you squeeze, and it goes up one nostril through your sinuses and out the other side, or sometimes out your throat.
That must feel terrible.
It's
does it tickle your brain?
No.
Oh.
I've had cameras shoved up my nose, and then they go down into your throat to look at your vocal cords.
Why'd you do that?
Well, last year I had that. Excuse me. Last year I had that done because I was having that voice problem. Remember that?
Fiasco? You couldn't talk.
Yeah, which Nicole actually really loved that whole sickness for me. But I had that before when I was younger because I used to have a lot of sinus problems, which is when I started doing the sinus rinses. And I'm really wasn't a big fan back then. Hated them, hated it. But now that I'm older and I can appreciate it a little bit more, they're pretty good. Yeah. It helps out a lot. Gets out. You know, it has like a little packet of powder that you dump in there.
Okay.
And you kind of shake it up. You got to use like distilled or boiled water. It just helps clear stuff out. You know, it helps moisten up and loosen up some of the stuff that's going on in there.
What's the point of the sinuses? Oh, here we go.
To connect your nose to your throat.
The evolutionary function of the sinuses is still partially debated. Interesting. No, the sinuses don't connect your nose to your throat. That's the nasal cavity. The sinuses
Do you hear this ridiculousness?
I do, yes. It's adorable. The sinuses are around the nasal cavity.
Hey.
Functions. Here we go. Reduction of skull weight. Skull weight. Holy cow.
Okay.
Hello, Daisy. Dogs have sinuses.
Yeah.
Okay, Daisy, I'm going to tell you all about the sinuses. Okay, here's 4 functions of it. Okay, first of all, they reduce skull weight because they're open cavities, which makes sense. Protection from trauma. This is interesting. Outer walls of the structure serve as a primary shield to help protect the brain. Acoustic resonance and voice modulation. The personal
That's my favorite word.
Voice signature is in great part due to the resonance pattern of our paranasal sinuses. That's really interesting. And antimicrobial activity, production of nitric oxide, which notably acts as an antimicrobial agent and facilitates oxygen uptake. Very cool. Clinical significance. First one, inflammation. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it.
I had allergical fungal sinusitis.
That's a big word.
Was what's it called? Diagnosed with that. They actually wrote a paper about me and had pictures of my sinuses in some medical journal.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was that was really interesting. But yeah, so sinus rinses, I would highly. It's uncomfortable and it's terrible, especially at first when you're not used to it. You kind of are like, you just have to like kind of learn to let it happen. But it's definitely worth.
Does it go down your throat too?
It comes out your mouth sometimes, depending on how blocked up your sinuses are. So,
sure, because everything's connected. Yeah. Yeah.
Correct.
Well, I
So
guess
if it
yeah, interesting. Huh.
Yeah. So, would highly encourage that if you haven't done that. But that's not what we want to talk about today, Reid.
No.
We had I had quite an eventful weekend
As did I.
last weekend. I'm a teacher now. I'm officially
Yeah, look at that.
a
How about
teacher.
you? How about you? That's exciting.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Daisy's down below the desk banging into the. So if you hear any
Nice.
loud noises,
Nice.
but I taught a weekend seminar at the university that I work at that we both attended, in the communications department for sports announcing.
Yeah.
So
You know a
I
thing or
talked
two
about,
that.
what it means to be a play-by-play guy, color guy, or girl. It was a eye-opening experience, I guess we could say, from my perspective. Mostly because I had done so much complaining about teachers not grading things, and I have been working on the event that I'm emceeing this weekend, so I haven't had time to grade any of that. But
Yeah, how's that been going?
well, that's a whole
You
separate
get the
issue.
full
which-
teacher treatment. You need to grade stuff now. How about
yeah.
that, dude?
So
What
we
the heck?
we did a
Good
final
sign up for
project.
that, right?
A final project that I need to grade, where I had them call about a 12 or 13 minute segment of the women's basketball game, and kind of take
Do you
everything
know enough
that they.
about basketball to grade people calling basketball?
I know if they sound good. I know
Fair
if
enough.
and I mean what
Can't
I'm
argue
talking,
with
what
that,
I'm
lots
looking
of
for
folks.
is basic. You don't good play-by-play people, and I've learned this. Good play-by-play people can call a bunch of different sports, even if it's not the sport that they know the most about. And so sometimes it's just about knowing the basics, and it's less about knowing oh yeah, well, back in 1976 in the third quarter of the NBA Finals, this and this play happened that caused
Yeah.
this, and now we're seeing the ramifications of, like, I wouldn't
Good
know
word.
all that stuff, but I can talk about how player A has the ball in the far wing corner, right? That's a basketball term as well. Found that out. Not just hockey, but the far corner beyond the arc for three. That kind of stuff. So
Yeah, that was good. You should do basketball announcing now.
I could actually.
kidding.
I'd be
Sick of
better
hockey.
than our mutual friend Patrick, who used to call a lot of games. Just calling him out. Actually, he did a pretty good
Poor
job.
Patrick on blast. Patrick did
He
a good
would-
job. Yeah,
He did. Bingo,
yeah.
just like that.
I called basketball with Patrick the one time as the color commentator, and that did not go great because I don't know anything about basketball.
Yeah.
Which is foreshadowing to my story. So now we need to get to my story, but continue.
Well, I don't know. It was a 10-hour workshop, so I had to come up with 10 hours worth of content
Yeah,
to talk about and to do during this class.
that's a lot of time.
So that was really interesting. Sorry, Daisy, all of a sudden just stopped moving here. But it was good. It was a
Good.
good experience. I had
Would
some
you do
good
it
people
again?
in the class. I would do it again. I am
you
already
go.
looking at some things I can do in the fall. Potential is a photo editing workshop.
That could be cool.
Use of Lightroom.
Okay.
Not Lightroom Classic because
Bad choice.
not a big Lightroom Classic fan. But
Lightroom Classic is far superior to Lightroom. Lightroom feels like a toy compared to Lightroom Classic.
all the same tools exist, though. The only difference is you can't have plugins.
What do I need a plugin for? What am I plugging in?
Yes, my point exactly. And you can have plugins in Lightroom Classic and not regular Lightroom. So other than that,
I don't know. I've just always used Lightroom. I think I used Lightroom Classic before
yeah,
Lightroom was a thing.
that's I think probably why I think that's the case for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I just like the interface for me is a little bit cleaner in the new Lightroom. I know where all the tools are, and I feel it's less clunky to me. But it's all personal preference. They both do the same thing. So
Yeah.
That
They do.
is the whole point. But I've had some people express interest in learning how to do that.
Okay.
And making their photos look good because I think like some of that would obviously be photography. Like there's only a certain amount of things that you can fix in a photo. Like
you
you
gotta shoot
can't
raw.
if something's not in focus, you can't fix that really.
does
I mean,
make
you
it
can
tough. Yep.
a little bit, but motion blur is something to be concerned about that you really can't fix. That kind of stuff we would talk about, but
Teach them how to
that
read a
too.
histogram.
Yeah, like how to do
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, and that's basic photography is what this would be. But moving back to this week though, or this workshop for sports announcing, I think it was good. I ended up making a PowerPoint to help me kind of keep on track.
Nice. Love a good
I wasn't.
PowerPoint.
I wasn't just able to shoot from the hip, as it were, but.
Yeah.
Overall, I'd give that whole experience an A.
There you go.
So,
Give yourself an A.
well, no, we're just the experience. I wouldn't give myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to the course evaluations actually, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think
that's
the
exciting.
experience for me was an A. So,
Good. Good.
anyway, sorry, I just used a whole bunch of time there, but
That's okay.
overall
I forgive
pretty
you.
good.
That's good. That's good. It's funny that you brought up the basketball because that has been my latest endeavor. I have joined a rec basketball league through the office.
And that's hilarious.
And our
to me.
first game was Monday. Yeah, for a little bit of background, I am 5'10", white, and have not played organized basketball since middle school. Probably 6th grade, maybe?
Did you play ever? I've never played organized. Well,
I
that's
played
not
organized
true.
basketball. Yeah, I played like rec department basketball. I was on a team, did the photos, classic background, holding the ball, got them somewhere in my living room back home, So yeah, did play organized basketball at one point. At one point, I was the only kid on my team that could hit a three-pointer, so that was pretty cool.
For three.
And then everyone grew and I stopped. So there went that.
Were you ever the tallest person in your class? Like, did
no,
you
I've-
just grow really
no.
early and then?
No.
Okay.
No, I have grown proportionally to everyone else. I topped out before a lot of other people did. Or I had less max potential, I guess you could say.
Sure.
But yeah, no, never been the tallest one. Not that I remember, at least. Maybe when I was like 2, but that doesn't count. So anyway, first game
For reference,
was Monday.
when I was in 8th grade, I was
Yeah.
taller than everyone else in the school, including all of the teachers.
How tall were you in 8th grade?
6'2".
Never got there. So anyway, our first game was Monday at 9:00, which was great time for basketball. They're 2 halves, 20 minutes running clock, which was great. And it was me and 4 other coworkers, and then a friend of another coworker. So there were 6 of us. You need 2 girls on the court at all times, and you can sub out on dead balls, obviously, like basketball does. The only problem with our roster that night is that there were only 2 girls, so they were stuck playing the whole game, which was kind of tough. And we played a team that was much more prepared than we were. A lot more coordinated, really good on defense. We were not good on defense. We were struggling a little bit with the man coverage that our team captain / coach, the guy that I work with, is saying that we're going to move to a 2-3 zone coverage, which I learned what that is. 3 people down low, 2 up high. Zones are easy, just kind of float in your space. Stick your hand out, try to get the ball occasionally. So I can do that. A lot better than to keep with the man. I would like to preface this by saying that I started on the bench to start the game. Okay. And it took us
At
5
9:00
minutes.
on a Monday at a rec
It
league
took us-
basketball game.
it took-
Reid's
someone
a
had-
bench guy.
Someone had to sit. It took us 5 minutes to score our first points. But
What was
in those
what
5
was the
minutes,
score by the time you scored your first basket?
Me scoring my first basket?
No. Well,
Or the team?
No, the team. And then
Oh.
did you score a basket?
The score when we scored our first basket was 6-2. The other team was
Okay.
also off to a very slow start. They hit 2 threes in the first 5 minutes, and we hit a layup. I scored 5 points Probably had a couple assists. I hit a mid-ranger and then a three-pointer. And we ended up losing.
Mid-range jumper.
Let me pull up the score. Would you like to guess how many points we scored? I set the line.
Can you give me an over-under? Can you give me an over-under?
Well, I'll tell you this. I set the line just out of the blue at 35 points, and someone said it would be a good goal to score a point a minute, so 40 points. Those were pregame.
I'm going to go under. I'm going to go under 35 for you guys.
Under 35? Wow, okay. Not a lot of faith. We scored 44.
Oh, okay.
We were pretty proud of that. The only problem is that the other team scored 71. Oh,
God.
We got shellacked.
Oh, no.
But we were watching the game before us, and we feel like we could beat the two teams before us, or at least play them closer.
Compete.
This other team was just very good. They were cherry-picking very early, which isn't a lot of fun, just looking for easy baskets and stuff, Hail Mary passes down the court, The highlight of the night, though, was there was around 5 minutes left in the game. We were down by a lot. So, the basketball became less organized, and everyone was just kind of shooting around, passing around, shooting around, not really trying too hard. And I'm running down the court at one point, and I look up, and I see that the referee for the game has begun to make his way out of the venue where we were playing the basketball
Daisy.
game.
Hey, no. She's trying to eat a spider.
Oh,
hey.
Oh, that's a good use for a dog, though.
Oh. She ate the spider.
There we go.
Oh, she spit it out. Hey, Daisy, look at the bone. Look at the bone. Hey, chew on your bone. Here. Anyway, yeah. The referee that was refereeing your game was leaving early?
Yes, he left with 5 minutes left on the clock.
What?
Yeah, because it was very much over. And we were the last game of the night, and I think everyone just wanted to leave. And I think our team
I've never heard of the referee just leaving.
Yeah, that was great. The girl that was running the score table started taking shots with about 3 minutes left on the clock. There was not much organization to this. But I will at some point get a free T-shirt out of this, so that's worth it. We're guaranteed 8 games.
Well, it's not free if you're paying for the league. You're paying
it's all the
part
teams
for
make
the
playoff
shirt.
kind of thing. So that's good. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe this can be a weekly segment as Reid's basketball. See what happens.
Is there a live stream that I can watch of this?
Thank God, no. It's also not played on a regulation-sized court. The court is significantly smaller than a regulation-sized court. I don't know if that helps us or not. Honestly, don't really know how that would affect anything. But we're gonna see how the future games go. I think we could. I think we could be a 500 team. Get some wins here. Definitely not going to make a run for the playoffs. Hopefully we don't run into this team much further. But, yeah, that was my adventure. And, in the midst of all that, I had all the sinus stuff going on. So I was running up and down the court, struggling to breathe with a stuffy nose and a little bit of a headache. But I think I still did decent. I'll give myself a B minus. It was a great way to get cardio. I'll say that. I will give them that much.
Exercise is highly encouraged when you have a sickness.
Can't breathe?
Yeah, good for the old lungs.
Sure, something like that. Push everything out of the nose by you need to breathe
my respiratory pulmonary doctors say that, so I would think that
they encourage you to exercise when you have like a
when
stuffy
you're sick.
nose.
Yeah, when you're just sick at all.
Because you can sweat it out. Is that a thing?
Get the heart rate
sweating out
going.
a sickness a thing?
Maybe
or does
not.
it just force your body to work and work more to fight off the
forces
disease?
your body to work and work hard.
That makes
sense. It gets your blood going and
okay, that makes sense.
Works the fluids through. You're drinking a lot of water.
Sure,
Daisy,
okay.
I'm going to cover you with this blanket. She's screaming over there.
Oh my word!
Well,
but I think that's the sign we get to odd news. But that's my
I think so
basketball
too.
story. I'll keep updates. I'll keep updates coming. I feel like you'll enjoy these.
I would. I do.
And, yeah.
I have. There was talk about me joining a rec soccer league.
Okay. See, I wouldn't mind soccer. I think soccer would be fun. A coworker has floated the idea of lacrosse or volleyball as well.
I've been asked to play goalie though, and so I'm not 100% sure if that's going to happen. But
because you're tall.
either way. I played goalie. I used to play goalie. I played travel soccer for a long time and played goalie.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Your brother played goalie too, right?
No, he did not. He played
Or not
midfield,
goalie. Sorry, but he played.
He
soccer.
played soccer.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I
Yeah.
meant. Yes.
So,
Okay.
But anyway, let's get to hot news. Would you like to go first?
Sure, I'll
I
go
got one
first.
first last time.
Yeah. All right. So, surprise, surprise. Mine's about David Rush. This guy in Idaho has nothing better to do than break records, and this time he's catching a tennis ball behind his back from a distance of 199 feet.
Why not 200 feet?
I don't know. That's a great question. I'm going to guess the record was 198. But for those of you that don't know, 200 feet is about, or 199 feet is a foot short of an NHL-sized ice rink.
There we go.
It's about, I don't know, 200 feet. What else is 200 feet? Probably 1.5 basketball courts. I don't know how long a basketball court is. Clearly.
200 feet is 2 times 100 feet.
Basketball court's 94 feet long. All right, so it's about...
It's a down and back, basically.
It's about
plus
2 basketball
some.
courts. Yeah. So he enlisted the help of Chris Stumpf, who he's collaborated with on multiple other Guinness World Record attempts, to throw the ball a distance of 199 feet. Here's the thing. So Chris was equipped with the tennis racket and was hitting the tennis ball, of course, because it was I think I mentioned it was a tennis ball. David said that catching it without being able to see it wasn't what made it hard. It's a compound problem, he says. It's like a math equation. Chris needs to hit the ball right, and David needs to be in the right spot, and his hand needs to be in the right position, and the timing has to be perfect. And one of the variables goes wrong, and you're starting over. And he was able to catch the ball after multiple attempts, and the distance was confirmed by a surveyor. And holy cow, get this. This attempt occurred in December of 2024, and he has now received confirmation that he officially has the record. So this is a 1.5-year process to get this one. And the previous record was 177 feet, which does beg the question, why did he not go for 200?
I don't know.
I wonder if... okay, yeah. It looks like they have a tape measure down for 200, and I wonder if when he went to catch the ball, he had to take a step forward, and that put him at 199.
Maybe.
That would be my guess. But I think if there's anyone that I think could do this to break this record and to go for a further distance, I think it would be one of the Savannah Bananas players. Because they do this pretty routinely in-game, granted with a baseball glove, but this is a tennis ball, and I think those guys would be able to figure this out pretty quickly.
Yeah, I wanted to see the Savannah Bananas. Did you get to see them when they came to your place last year, or no?
No, they never did come to our place.
Oh.
No, I am in the ticket lottery, though, for when they come to a city near me. So hopefully I win that. But I am going to see a different, entertainment baseball team, though, that we can talk about some other time.
Oh.
The
so not the Globetrotters? Have you seen the Globetrotters?
I have not. They did come to our venue recently, but I did not go. Excuse me. Sorry.
Ew.
I'm going to see the Tri-City Chili Peppers. They do this cosmic baseball. So
Yeah.
at some point... Wow. At some point, they turn the lights off, and they use black light. So like glow-in-the-dark baseball uniforms, lines, bases, bats, everything like that.
Wow.
So that's July 4th weekend in Buffalo. So my brother is going to come up, and we're going to drive out to Buffalo and see it, which that should be really cool. And those tickets are only $40 a piece.
Wow.
So now I'm waiting on the Bananas. I don't know when. I think the game I signed up for is in late August, so I think that one will get pulled in like May or June. So we'll see what happens. I would love to see them, though.
I love that. I love Savannah Bananas. They're really cool. You know what I also love, though?
What?
Squirrels.
Yeah.
Not in this case, though, because there was a squirrel that was out in Ohio County who was blamed for a government internet outage.
Where's Ohio County, first of all? Can
I
you
have
determine where this is?
no idea. I have no idea.
In an Ohio County.
Yes. No,
name of the
in
county
Ohio
isn't-
County. So, yes, maybe it's not the name.
It's a county in Ohio. It's
Yes.
Medina County. If you read the
Yeah.
second paragraph, you'd figure that out.
I didn't get that far yet. Network outage that caused several government offices to lose phone and internet services in Ohio County is now being blamed on a meddlesome squirrel. Wow. Medina County officials said that February 20th outage that knocked out phone and internet services at government facilities, including the county prosecutor's office, was initially thought to be caused by a contractor that's accidentally slicing through underground fiber. However, County Administrator Matt Springer revealed at last week's commissioners meeting that the true cause has now been found to be a squirrel that built a nest inside the fiber infrastructure and chewed through multiple lines. Oh, you want to come up now, Daisy? Okay, come on. It's hard to make this stuff up, Springer said at the meeting. He said,
I'd say.
Steps are being taken with internet providers and the local fiber network to prevent similar incidents from happening in the future. Squirrels are known as menaces to utility companies and have been blamed for numerous power outages across the United States for years. Now you dropped your bone, Daisy? Here you go. And so squirrels, Daisy's new best friend, causing issues. Oh, hi. Yeah.
Daisy likes squirrels?
Hey, you like squirrels, Daisy? Daisy, you like squirrels? Squirrels? Where are the squirrels? You want to say hi to the squirrels? She's not listening. She's too busy listening for the garage to open for when Nicole gets home.
Oh, yeah.
But, squirrels have been menaces. Good thing we're not the squirrels in the basement. I think the squirrels would have been a lot harder to catch than the birds. Remember?
Yeah.
When we were trying to catch the birds down here?
Squirrels are... I just think of the scene in Christmas Vacation when the squirrels running around.
Yeah. They're hard to catch.
Yeah.
And I think they'll
pesky.
like spring towards you, not attack you, but fly towards you, jump on you. And try and scratch your eyeballs out or something.
Oh gosh, jeez, I don't like that at all.
No, I don't like that at all either. But good thing we don't have squirrels inside.
Yeah.
Oh, there was something else I was gonna mention about squirrels. I don't know what it was. So, but anyway, yeah. Did you see our fancy dancy clips that got posted this week?
I think there's one.
Yeah. Well. There was 2 separate ones that got posted. Can you believe that? 2 clips in 1 week.
Look at you. Wow. I didn't know this was possible.
People can see those clips at
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube,
not
Spotify.
Facebook.
No Facebook.
It's been a while since I put you on the hot seat here.
It has been. I think I got it mostly right.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Well,
why do I keep saying Facebook? Oh my gosh.
Not Facebook.
Instagram. TikTok, YouTube,
correct. Spotify, yeah. Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube are where you can hear the entire episode of Basement Birds. Clips are available, as Reid said, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I'm hoping to keep up the momentum here. We're getting towards the end of my busy season, so that means I'm going to start having a little bit more free time. And my plan is to continue to make some clips and that kind of sort of thing. So
there we go.
You want to be sure to follow. We've got some fun stuff going on there. As always, what episode is this? Is this 104, 103?
103.
Wow. Did you know there's 104 days of summer vacation and school comes along just to end it? When the annual problem for our generation is finding the good way to spend it? Like maybe building a rocket or fighting a mommy or building up the Eiffel Tower. Discovering something that doesn't exist. Hey, or giving a monkey a shower.
All right, this is going on
tidal
too
waves,
long.
creating nanobots, or locating Frankenstein's brain. It's over here.
All right, I need to go blow.
Do you know what that's from?
Yeah, Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb. All right. On that note, always a pleasure, Reid. We'll catch you all in the next one.
See ya.